Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session where we are going to discuss what is CECL. So we're going to start by what does CECL stand for? So CECL is short for Current Expected Credit Loss. Now, this is a new accounting standard and it's issued by the Financial Accounting Standards Board, or FASB for short, and it fundamentally changes how financial institutions are going to account for their credit losses. It requires them to estimate and recognize allowances for losses over the life of a financial instrument. So, what does that possibly mean? Well, essentially, it's a fancy way to say that financial institutions like banks and credit unions have to estimate the losses that they could have on loans before they happen, not after they've already had the loss. Now, why would this be created? If you can remember back to the 2008 financial crisis, banks weren't prepared for the losses early enough. So the old way of thinking is that institutions waited for losses to occur, whereas now with CECL, institutions are planning ahead. They're looking and they're trying to see what they expect to lose in the future and make sure they have enough to cover themselves. It's pretty much like checking the weather before you go and pack for a trip. Now, this might seem pretty complicated. You're trying to figure out what might happen in the future, but we can kind of break it down into a couple of quick, easy steps. First off is you want to look at your past data. You want to look at your borrowers and see, did they repay their loans before? Were loans charged off? What happened in my past data? Then you're going to consider the present. What's happening in the world right now? Is the economy strong? Is it weak? Are interest rates up or down? And how could this impact my borrowers? And then you're going to predict the future. Are things going to get better than they are now, or are they possibly going to get worse? Essentially, what you're doing as a financial institution is you're looking at the behavior of your borrowers in the past, how the economy or the environment now could impact that behavior, and how you think that behavior is going to be in the future. It's kind of like trying to guess if your friend is going to return the $100 you let them borrow based on whether or not they have a job right now, their spending habits, and overall how responsible they are. Why does CECL matter? Why did FASB come up with this standard, and why are they having financial institutions put it into place? Well, the short answer is that CECL is going to help your financial institution stay strong so they don't run out of money. It's protecting you. If banks and credit unions are able to manage their risk well, they won't collapse, and that means that individuals' money is going to be safe. They're not going to have another crash like 2008. That's the whole hope of this, that they are able to keep their assets covered. In short, CECL is just smart planning for loan losses. It's going to keep banks and credit unions safe, and in turn, it's going to keep you, the borrower's money, safe as well. And who doesn't want their money to stay safe? Now, I really hope that this quick video was a nice easy introduction into CECL for you. There's far more topics that we can cover and different accounting areas that CECL is going to affect as it's implemented across credit unions and banks. If you want to learn more, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified of any new accounting or financial modeling videos and want to learn more about it. Additionally, we have the wonderful Banking Ed Hub. It's a whole online portal where you have access to courses for free or for CPE credit, and you are able to learn about things like CECL, ALM, validation, model analysis, budgeting, economic forecasting, and our Arxis products as well. So feel free to visit both Banking Ed Hub or our sales site, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.